Hey students, so today we are going to discuss the topic of engineering practices and we will discuss solve problems using magnets, evaluate multiple design solutions to prevent flooding and identify the best design solution to prevent hurricane damage. Okay, so solve problems using magnet. Okay, a magnet is a piece of iron that has special force magnetism. Magnetism is a force that can pull or push other objects that are magnetic. So basically, a magnet is usually made of iron and has a special force called magnetism. And magnetism is a force that can pull or push other magnetic objects like metal paper clips or a fridge door. Okay. So we can use magnets to solve problems. Okay. Here we have an example. Mr. Eddie wants to display her students' work on the metal door for other classes to see. She hangs up the work and uses magnets to keep it in place. The solution works since metal is magnetic, the magnet will stick to it. And here we have exercise. Gluing magnets onto the sides of salt and pepper shakers so they don't get separated is a solution to a common problem. So basically, the text asks if gluing magnets to salt and paper shakers to keep them from getting lost is a good solution. Is that true or false? Yes, it is true. Why? Because by putting magnets on the sides, the two shakers will stick to each other so they always stay as a pair. Okay? So the next one is evaluate multiple design solutions to prevent flooding. So this basically explains what causes floods in a very simple way. A flood happens when water covers land that is usually dry. Okay? So floods are the events that occur when water overflows onto land that is normally dry. Rivers are a source of fresh water and they are a part of the water cycle. During certain weather conditions, such as heavy rains, river can flood the land. So basically, rivers are great for fresh water, but during heavy storms or long periods of rain, the water level rises too high, and the water spills over the river banks and onto the nearby land. Okay, so whenever there are more rains than the drainage system can take, they can cause floods. Okay, so basically we are talking about that cities and towns have drainage system, which is you can say pipes to carry rainwater away. However, if it rains faster than the pieces can handle, the water collects on the ground and causes a flood. Okay. So the next one is in cold regions, heavy snow over the winter usually stays unmelted for some times. Sometimes the ice suddenly melts when the temperature rises, resulting in massive movement of water into places that are usually dry. This is usually called a snow melt flood. Okay, so basically, in very cold areas, snow piles up all winters. If the weather suddenly gets warm, all that snow melts into water at the same time. This creates a massive rush of water into areas that are not used to it. Okay, so in short, basically, floods happen when there's too much water and nowhere for it to go. Okay, and whether it is coming from a river, the sky, or melting ice. Okay. Okay. Engineers can use the science of rivers and the water cycle to design solutions to flooding. So basically, engineers are like problem solvers. They study how river move and how the water cycle works to design things like dams, walls, or better drains. Okay, and their goal is to create solutions that keep water away from homes and streets. Okay, so here we have exercise question. What factors contribute to flooding? Okay, the first one is rainfall. The second one is rainfall duration. The third option is both of the above, rainfall intensity and rainfall duration. And the fourth one is none of above. Yes, option C is correct. Both of the above, which is rainfall intensity and rainfall duration. Why? Because flood happens both when rain is very heavy and when it lasts for a long time. Okay? Okay, students, here we have some exercise question. So the first one is, what is hurricane? Yes, an intense storm over the ocean. You can say that a hurricane is a giant spinning storm that brings very strong wind and heavy rain. These storms always start over the ocean. So, an intense storm over the ocean is a correct option. Okay? So, the next one is, what weather conditions might you expect from a tornado? Option A, wind. Option B, heavy cloud cover. Option C, hail. And option D, all of above. Yes, option D is correct. All of above. Because tornadoes are famous for their spinning wind, but the storms they belong to bring other things too. Okay? And you can expect very strong winds, dark, heavy clouds, and sometimes hail. Okay? So, the next one is, what conditions are right to form a hurricane? Yes, warm body of water. Why? Because hurricanes need fuel to grow. Their fuel is heat from the ocean. They can only form when there's a large area of warm ocean water.